ひなえちゃんの登場ですよ。
有村、何しに来たんだよ。
冷たい。共に生死を分ける戦いをくぐり抜けた仲なのに。
ああ、そういや宮代が襲われた時有村も一緒だったんだっけか。
そうっすよ。こう暗いお姉さんが現れたと思ったら、ドカーンボワードーンって、そりゃもう大変だったんですから。
She was waving her hands in an exaggerated manner as she spoke, but it was impossible to figure out what she was trying to say. Dokkan! Boom!
ほー、なるほどなるほど。ここが新聞部ですか。そういえばひなちゃんってここ来るの初めてだっけ？あの日、ほら文化祭の日に来てるけど、あの時はじっくり見たりいじったりできる感じじゃなかったじゃん。
Aramura walked around the room, staring at everything, and stopped in front of the corkboard on the wall.
あ、これかっこいい。海外ドラマみたい。
だろ。一応事件のことについてはそれで全部考察を。
ねえねえセリ、これは何？それはね。
She wasn't listening at all. She just ignores
宮代、さっ
Hakaru.
きの話だけどさ。
ああ、さっきの。悪い。何の話だっけ。
だから事件はこれで終わりかってこと。
ああ、そうか。それについては僕も考えてみたんだ。
何の話っす？
Until a moment ago, she was enjoying her conversation with Sarika, but now Aramura happily butted into ours.
だから今回の一連の事件についての話だよ。ほら、僕たちを襲った女が捕まっただろ。だから。
捕まったんですか？あの怖い女の人？
なんだよ、知らなかったのか。
You would think she would know, considering her connection with Shinjo. Well, she had friends in a lot of places, and it seemed like she'd be really quick to pick up on new information, so I was surprised to see she was actually a wrongsider.
なんだよもう。警察も捕まったなら捕まったって教えてくれればいいのに。
まったくだな。こっちは危うく丸焦げになるところだったんだから。
ですよね。利用する時だけ利用して、これだから市民の信用をなくしちゃうんですよ。
まあ警察への文句は置いといてだ。その宮代の考えってのは。
ああ、そうだった。いいか、これまでの事件とこれからのことを総合して考えるとだ。
First, there were the murders, and then there were the fires as well. I decided to think about the relationship between the two of them. The first thing I had to do was go over all the cases that had happened before, or so far rather. All the cases that had happened so far formed what people were calling the return of the new generation madness. The first murder was Don't Look at Me, the death of Watani, the Nikoniya live streamer. And the second, Leaky Noise, Takayanagi Momone, the anime song singer. Oh, I didn't know that she just sung anime songs in particular. Maybe she did. I guess I didn't remember. I didn't know she sang anime songs specifically, but anyway. And the third was, that's right, Revolving Dead. That's where Aramura's acquaintance, Kakita, had been killed. That's what, again, I was wondering if Kakita was like Aramura's brother in disguise? I can't tell though. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe that's a stretch. Anyway, I remember that one clearly as well. I've been there after all. And the next one, the fourth murder, was another one I never forget. Gutsun Death, where Watabe, the internet reporter, had died at the school cultural festival. Gutsun Death. Those were the four murders that had happened so far. The problem was what came next. The fires. The fires had happened at near the Don't Look at Me incident in Jinnon, near the Licky Noise incident in Shinsan, near the Revolving Dead incident around the Love Hotel, near the Gotsuon Death incident, in other words, near Hekiko Academy. That's right, The fires were happening regularly near the sites of New Generation Madness.
以上のことからわかるのは、一連の事件と連続放火事件が非常に近いところで起こっているということだ。
Yeah, we never really solved that mystery, by the way. Why she was like, I assume anyway, burning like the stickers around the sites, maybe? I don't know, or just burning in general is weird. Also noticed that, well, I don't know, I can't remember exactly what happened in the main route, but I feel like, you know, that was usually what we figured out by, you know, clicking stuff on the board. But I guess we're skipping that and just giving a summary now. Which is good, you know, because we don't have to repeat gameplay, I guess. It would be strange to think that it weren't connected somehow. I concluded that the fires were all set up by Haidoriko, the pyrokinetic egomaniac.
でもそれじゃあ手口が違うのはなんでだ？これまでの事件とは明らかにやり口が違うだろう。
それは
Why?
そう、これまでの放火事件はあくまでも練習だったんだよ。練習したけどうまくいかなかった。だからこれまでは違う方法を選んでいた。なんだよ、納得できてないって顔だな。意見があるなら言えばいいだろう。
意見っていうかさ。
じゃあ、あの施設はどうなるんです？
Adamura seemed annoyed at Ito's inability to finish his sentence and interrupted with a doubt of her own.
施設ってあの病院の地下にあった施設のことか？
そうです。あそこで行われてた研究、あれは事件と関係なかったって宮代先輩は思うんですか？
それは
It probably did. But the experiments that were performed down there ended with an earthquake. So it'd be strange for her to just suddenly start killing people now. When I told Adamura that, she still didn't look satisfied.
柿田さんのことはご存知ですよね？
あの回転デッドの被害者だよな、確か。
はい。あの人が私の兄の友人だったって話はしましたよね。
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't pick up on that, but I guess it's a detail that's easily overlooked, I feel like. But yeah, he was a friend of her brother's. So that's Kakita's connection. Okay. Well, I remember that she had. I didn't.
今だから
Me,
正
the player,
直に言い
or
ます
reader,
けど、
whatever.
彼は私たちのような能力者について調べていたんです。そしてその後ろには何か巨大な組織が関わっているかもしれないって。
巨大な組織な。まるで陰謀論だな。で、その組織ってのは？
それを事件のあったあの日に教えてくれる予定でした。ですが。
He died? No, he was murdered.
じゃあ有村は犯人はあのハイダリコって女じゃないって言いたいのか？
そういうわけじゃないですよ。私には難しいことわかんないし、ただ仮にあの人が犯人だとしても裏にはまだ何かあるんじゃないかって、そんな風に思うだけです。
伊藤はどう思う？
まあ確かに組織とか機関とかってのは魅力的な言葉ではあるが、あんまリアリティはねえよな。結局どっちにしても今の状況じゃ判断材料が少なすぎるっつうかさ。
お前は？
私はそうだな。タクはどう思う？
質問に質問で返すなよ。
そうだけどさ、私にはわかんないんだもん。
I mean, well, it was implied that she might have had some connections with the committee, you know, in the normal ending, the main ending, but then again, she was mind controlled into thinking that she did or something? I don't know. So it's still left ambiguous whether or not she does know anything about the whole conspiracy about the committee of whatever, 300? Anyway, if you don't know, at least try to think about it, okay?
しょうがないな。じゃあ僕の意見を言うが、僕はこれ以上襲われるのはごめんだ。だからあの女が犯人だったらいいなって思う。
To be honest, I still thought it was a miracle I made it out alive. I still thought it was a miracle I made it out of that alive. If she attacked me while I was asleep, I would have lasted a minute.
あとは警察の取り調べ次第だろうな。
I guess that's the best time to attack someone when they're asleep. I guess.
あの女が犯人にしても違うにしても、念のためこれからしばらくの間は気をつけた方がいい。
私もそう思います。お昼も話をしましたけど、特に能力者である私と宮代先輩は用心した方がいいでしょうね。
I silently nodded. Normally, I want to practice and try to learn to better control my abilities, but it would be smarter to wait and see if the case had ended first.
よし、とりあえずしばらくは慎重に行動するってことで。
And just as we finished, we heard the sound of someone pounding the wall in the corner again. Oh, it's probably Kazuki.
たくまたか。おいカズキ。
She was so busy with ESO2, she couldn't hear us again.
おのえ。
オッケー。
Sarika nodded, went over to Kazuki, and took off her headphones.
おーい、
Rude.
花ちゃん、壁殴っちゃダメだってタクが。先輩、その人は。
ああ、有村は面識なかったっけ。和樹花1年、うちの部員だよ。
さっきまでそこにいるって全然気づかなかった。
Aramura walked over to her.
チャオス。
Kazuki bowed her head.
私、有村ひなえ、ひなちゃんとかひな先輩って呼んで。あなたは花でいいよね。
She bowed again.
ごめん、声に出してもらえる？ああ、ダメだよひなちゃん。花ちゃんは喋んないから。そうなの？なんで？宗教上の理由とか？
Religious reason? Is there a religion where you can't talk? I don't know.
理由は知らないけど喋らないんだよね。ねえ。
She bowed again.
一言も？一言も。そうなんだ。ま、それはそれでいっか。楽だし。じゃあそういうことで。お近づきの印にシェイクハンド。
Kazuki was still hesitant, but Aramura grabbed her hand and swung it around. That was probably her version of a handshake. What surprised me was that Kazuki didn't seem upset. I thought that she would resist Aramura's attempt to force them to be friends, but she seemed kind of embarrassed. But then something amazing happened.
これからもよろしくね、花。
As Aramura swung her arm around, it came off.
よろしくかも。
Oh, well, she talked? That's crazy. It's not a delusion?
おい、今のって。
和樹が喋った？
The whole room shouted in amazement. We'd known Hana for about 6 months, and this was the first time we heard her voice. But Hana herself seemed more surprised than anyone here. It felt like she didn't intend to speak, but had just been caught up in Aramura's energy.
なんだ、可愛い声してるじゃん。もっと喋ればいいのに。ねえ、もう一回喋って。せーの、はい。いいじゃん、いいじゃん。ちょっとだけでいいからさ。
She wasn't going to say anything else, it seemed.
まさか、あの和樹が。
本当に喋れたんだね。
何よりも恐ろしいのは有村のテンションだな。
Everything we talked about that day seemed pretty important, but it was all blown away by our shock at Kazuki actually speaking. Yes. Who cares about all these murders? Screw that. Kazuki speaking? Now that's, you know, that's breaking news.
なあ、帰りどっか寄ってこうぜ。
3 days had passed since the attack by Haidariko. There had been no new events with the case. The police were probably still investigating Haidariko. They hadn't announced anything else. There must have been some kind of censorship in effect because the TV shows had mostly stopped talking about it. The only people who were still talking about it were online. The wrong-siders at school seemed to have forgotten that a murder occurred in this very building. Kurusu was looking down over me. Her injury from the other day still hadn't fully healed. But Dad had told her that she'd be able to go back to school, and so today she had.
別に何でもないよ。
そんなこと言ってどうせまた何か事件が起こればいいって考えてるんでしょう。
別に考えてないってそんなこと。
いいタクル、あなた命を狙われたのよ。いくら犯人は捕まってるとはいえまだ安心はできないのよ。それにあの時うなずいてくれたわよね。別に特別な事件を追っていなくても楽しいことはあるって。そのことを忘れないで。
分かってるって。
本当に分かってるの？だったらもう。
うるさいな。さっきから分かってるって言ってるだろ。そう何度も何度も同じこと言わなくったって子供じゃないんだからさ。
Knowing Kurusu, I was ready for her to be even more annoying, but...
そうね。ごめんなさい。
え？
I wasn't sure how to react to that.
そうよね。タクルだってちゃんと考えて行動しているんだものね。私が言い過ぎたわ。ごめんなさい。でもくれぐれも危険なことはしないでほしいの。お願い。
分かったってば。
Kurusu smiled weakly, took her bag, and left the room. What was that? It was throwing me off. I ran to Saraka when I left the classroom. Actually, she was probably waiting for me.
一緒に帰ろうかなって思って。
I didn't really say anything, but Saraka started walking next to me anyway.
見てたよ、さっきの。
クルスのことか。
ダメじゃん。のんちゃん病み上がりなんだからさ、優しくしてあげなきゃ。
そんなつもりじゃ。
That's right, I hadn't meant to hurt her. But Kurusu had always had to be right, no matter what. She'd been like that ever since we lived together at Alba Dorm. Sometimes it was frustrating to deal with someone who was always right. You don't say, you goddamn hypocrite. After I made my promise of Kurusu, I was still watching the news and looking online, but I've been trying my best to avoid doing anything else, you know. For the past few days, I've been staying quiet. You know, I call him a hypocrite because, you know, he's always obsessed with being right as well, you know? He's a right-sider. You're all wrong-siders. Anyway, I even canceled the club meeting for today, and I was trying my best not to think about how bored I was. By the way she said it, it still made me out to be the bad guy.
どうしたの？
忘れ物。
忘れ物. I've been thinking so much I've gotten distracted.
悪い。ちょっと取ってくるから先に帰っててくれ。
ああ、うん、オッケー。
I've been spacing out lately. Maybe I was just too bored.
あったあった。
Even if I had gotten in a fight with Kurusu, I still couldn't believe I forget my Pokecom. I keep saying Pokecom. It could be like Pokecom, but I don't know. Like I mean, it's like I don't know what it is. It's like a portable computer thing, right? Not like a smartphone, but you know, a tablet of some sort. I don't know. Well, just as I grabbed my Pokecom and went to leave, I saw a familiar pair of blonde twin tails bobbing down the hallway. Actually, there was, well, let me see. Was there like a definition for the Pokecom or whatever? I do want to like remind myself what it is, if there is like a thing for it. Yeah. Pocket computers. Yes, that's what it is. Pocket computers. Pokemon, for example, is short for Pokemon, so I guess it makes sense. Pocket monsters, pocket computers. Unique to Japan. Expected to some of replace smartphones. Yeah. I don't know. Is it like a real thing? I don't even know what it is, but kind of like a tablet, I guess. Anyway. Well, we meet Aramura, coincidentally. She was cheerfully walking down the hall with a group of several other girls. Were they classmates or friends from her club? It was the same group of girls I've seen before, and it really does feel like that in like an Aramura route. We're really just, you know, any chance we get, we just, you know, see Aramura.
うっそ、何それマジ？はるかって白井くんと仲いいんじゃなかったの？
ちょっとひな、いつの話してんの？白井くんの後に森本くんといろいろあったじゃん。
嘘嘘、知らない。何それ聞いてないんだけど。
まあ、ひなはいろいろ忙しそうだったじゃん。
うわー、ショックだわ。
てかさ、私もそうやって男子にモテる方法を教えてほしいわ。私は別に望んでやってるわけじゃないし。
知ってるって、あれは白井の方も悪かったって話じゃん。そうそう、はるかがいい子だってことはうちらがよーくわかってるから。よしよし。そっかー、世の中いろいろ動いてますな。
やめてよ、ババアじゃないんだから。
いやいや、私はもう若い人たちにはついていけませんよ。
何それ、ウケる。
ところでさ、いいの時間。やばー、ほんとだ。てか、ひなは行かないの？私はほら、年だから、あとは若い人に任せて。
だからそれ、やめてって。
Aramura's a boomer.
じゃあまた。
Oh no.
オッケー、アディオスグラッシャー。
And we apparently also, by the way, Takaru just stands there this whole time behind Aramura, just like eavesdropping. Well, evidently Aramura wasn't going with the rest of the group. She watched them disappear down the hallway, laughing and chattering as they went, and then she sighed loudly. Then, as if she really was an old woman, she lazily put her hand on her shoulder and stretched her neck out. And then...
Oh,
our eyes met.
チャオス、宮代先輩。
おお。
もしかして今の見てました？
今のってのはさっきの会話のことを言ってるのか、それともだるそうな態度のことか、どっちだ？
あっちゃー、まさか両方見られていたとは。失敗。
She slapped her hand to her forehead like a bad comedian and smiled.
どうして行かないんだよ。
嫌だな、先輩ならわかるでしょ。めんどくさいからですよ。
Her happy tone vanished and she seemed genuinely annoyed.
みんな口先だけの上辺ばっかり。思ってもないこと言って、楽しいふりして、ちょっとでも違うこと言えばそれだけで次からは仲間外れ。
Sounds like, this sounds like Takaru ranting about normies or something.
さっきのはるかって子は男子をとっかえひっかえ、特に人の彼氏が好きで、すぐちょっかい出しては別れさせて、そのくせ人のものじゃなくなった途端に飽きてすぐにポイ。
Ah yes, constant NTR.
他の子はみんなそれにムカついてるくせに調子合わせて笑ってる。リエにしてもマキにしてもそう。はるかのこといい子だとか言いながら心の中ではそんなことこれっぽっちも思ってない。なのに顔では笑って適当に話し合わせて薄っぺらい友情ごっこに興じてる。ほんとバカみたいだし気持ち悪い。あんな奴らと放課後まで一緒に過ごすなんて考えただけで吐き気がする。
But why do you hang out with them in the first place? I don't know. I heard Adamoto talk like this several times before. Sometimes they've been directed at me. But it felt like she was more emotional now than she'd ever been before. I guess she's like completely cynical now. Everybody took a lie or told a lie or two. But if you didn't know when other people were lying, it was still possible to trust them. But once you knew they were lying, once you knew they were thinking what they were thinking under their smiles, could you still trust them like you did before? I didn't think I could. Maybe knowing if what you were told was true or not was a lot more painful than we thought it was. I remember what Adamoto had written for her wish during the school festival. What did she write? Please let the truth be found, okay? That was her wish when the little like earthquake, shockwave white explosion happened, so that's why she has these powers. That tiny wish was a cry from her soul.
でも
Her voice was a whisper.
でも一番嫌いなのはそんな人たちの中で笑顔を浮かべてる自分。
有村。
なんてね。
It was all a joke, tehe. She tried to go back to her usual self and gave me a mischievous wink, but she must have realized that it didn't work. She scratched her head, looking awkward.
やだな、もうそんな顔しないでくださいよ。こっちが困っちゃうじゃないっすか。
なあ、一つ聞いてもいいか。
なんです？
なんで僕にそんな話を。
え？
僕と君はまだ知り合ったばかりだろう。ついこの前まではまともに話したってできなかった。そんな僕にどうしてそんな話を聞かせるんだ。
Well, you see, this is the Adamura route, so this is where the main waifu of this particular route will just spill out her entire, beans about her entire backstory and her, all of her psychological trauma and everything, and suddenly you'll swoop in right in and become the hero, and somehow solve all her problems, and then you get laid. I don't know, something like that. That's how it always works in, goddamn harem, anime, visual novel, romance stuff, but I don't know, anyway. It's a little cliche.
なんででしょ
う。僕が君と同じギガロマニアックスだからか。
そうっすね。まあそれもあるかもしれないですけど。
けど
多分先輩が分かりやすいからじゃないっすかね。
分かりやすい？僕が？
宮代先輩って感情がすぐに表に出るでしょ。嘘ついたらすぐにテンパるし。
バカ言うな。僕は常にポーカーフェイスな男だぞ。そんなわけあるはずがないだろう。
Yes, her poker face. Well, actually, Serica has the best poker face, I would say. Anyway.
ほら、そうやって慌てる。
違う、今のはただ。
ほうほう、ただなんです？
I felt like the more I tried to respond, the more I was digging my own grave.
あ、いた。おーい、タク。
Serica came back. She must not have gone home after all.
おのえ？なんだよ。お前も忘れ物か？
もう違うよ。タクが遅いから様子見に戻ってきたんじゃん。
Serica ran up to me and pouted.
先に帰ってろって言っただろ。
それはそうだけどさ。ほら、タク、今朝言ってたでしょ。そろそろスマホ買わないとって。もし行くなら一緒に行こうと思って。
Come to think of it, I never did find my phone. According to Shinjo, that Yamazoi girl had left it alone. As for the photo, it was sad, but if it wasn't coming back, there's nothing I could do about it. By the way, wait a minute. Try to remember. Who has the phone? I think Serica has the phone right now. No, she was using it to like, or at least help Sakama mind control Ito and everything. So actually, ironically, Serica's the one with the phone, but anyway. I talked to Serica this morning about how I needed to get a new one, but...
Oh? Ah, Hina-chan だ。
You just noticed her?
チャオス、セリー。チャオス。ひなちゃんも行く？スマホ買いに。
おいおい、何勝手に今日行くことにしてるんだよ。
お？違うの？
Well, whatever.
私は遠慮しとく。友達に会っちゃったら気まずいし。そう？よくわかんないけど、残念。そんじゃ、私はこれでドローンします。アディオスグラッシャー。
Why does she say adios gracias every time? Well, I guess it's just her catchphrase. But this time, she posed like a salaryman ninja from an old manga. Salaryman ninja? I feel like it's a reference to something. And then skip off toward home.
なあ、お前。
お？
僕ってわかりやすいか？
I mean, that's kind of like cheating because, I'm asking Serica that, she can just read your mind, so. Also, she's like she's part of you or something? I don't know. Anyway. She didn't hesitate at all.
どうしたのタク？落ち込んじゃって。
She's literally part of Takeru's mind.
なんでもないよ。
I'd always consider myself inscrutable and mysterious. Okay, so that was a bit of a shock.
それにしても、ひなちゃんって面白いね。
そうか？
タクだって楽しそうに話してたじゃん。
Fun? Me? Talking to Adamura? Also, we're being shipped by Serica, so, like, obviously. I wonder what happens then. Would Serica be jealous, like a yandere, or would she just be, like, would that be a good thing? Because then... I don't know, we'll see, I guess. Because I'm wondering, will Serica just murder Adamura or something? I don't know. Well, sure, that whole you're gonna be killed thing, when we first met, scared the hell out of me. But when I actually talked to her, I found out she wasn't that scary at all. I was never really good at dealing with normies, riejus. But in the common sense of the word, mind you, not the superior original sense, but Adamura felt different than the others. Part of it was that she was a gigalomaniac too. But the biggest reason was probably that she was always keeping her distance from other people. She kept a comfortable distance to avoid making anybody upset. She learned how to do it through long practice. And in that sense, she was just like you.
楽しいというか、まあ嫌じゃないのかもな。
そっかそっか。
なんだよ。だからなんで嬉しそうなんだ？
別になんでもない。それよりスマホを買いに行かないの？
やっぱ今日はやめておくことにする。
そうなの？なんだ、じゃあ先に帰ってればよかった。
だからそう言っただろ。
There still might be a lot of sumo stickers in town. I should stay put for a while.
つまんない。じゃあのんちゃんでも誘って会期祝いに甘いものでも食べに行こっかな。
そうしてやってくれ。クルスも喜ぶだろ。
オッケー。じゃあまたね、タク。
Excuse.
ああ。
Now then, maybe I should go home and read the latest edition of Cool Cat Press, which again brought me yesterday. Okay, 2005. Back to the birthday. Smiles. There were always smiles in Adamura's family back then.
ほら、ひな。口の周りにクリームついてるぞ。
Adamura Shingo. Is that the brother?
嘘、お兄ちゃん取って。
しょうがないな。ほら、取れたぞ。
ありがとう、お兄ちゃん。
ひなえは本当にお兄ちゃん子だな。
そうね。でも慎吾ちゃんがひなちゃんの面倒を見てくれるから助かるわ。
これからもひなえのこと頼んだぞ、慎吾。
Shingo. Okay. Mom and Dad were both busy with work. Sometimes they have to sleep at the company, and they didn't spend a lot of time at home. But when they were with the family, they always smiled. And Hinae had a big brother too. Just having her brother by her side was enough for her to not feel lonely. She could and did believe that she was part of a happy family. For young Hinae, that was her whole family. That was what was true for her. One day, Hinae was bullied a little at school. It started with something small. Someone said that they lost the basketball game in gym class because of her. Hinae was a tiny little girl and the big ball scared her. When they passed it to her, she ducked away. When her brother Shingo saw she was down, he immediately asked her,
どうした？もしかしていじめられてるのか？
Hinae shook her head.
違うよ。いじめられてなんかない。
She was embarrassed. She didn't want her family to know that someone was mad at her for something. So she lied. Yes. But her brother had known immediately that she wasn't telling the truth.
ひなえ、嘘はダメだぞ。嘘だけはついちゃいけないんだ。そんな卑怯な人間になっちゃいけない。
It was the first time she'd seen her brother look so strict. Her brother hated lies more than anybody. She'd been so impressed by her beloved brother that she swore to herself that she'd never tell a lie. She couldn't grow up to be a coward. She wasn't going to tell any lies.
本当はね、私。
Hinae had told her brother everything. That she'd been bullied at school, that was over something that had happened at gym class.
だったら兄ちゃんと練習しようか。
いいの？
当たり前だろ。上手くなればきっとみんなも怒ったりしなくなる。
With her brother's help, Hinae got over her fear. And the bullying stopped and her friends came back. She became like a basketball star. She came to love her brother even more. But one day, Hinae realized that all her happiness was an illusion. It started when she witnessed her parents cheating. Oh yes. Well, we'll, I guess, go back to that later. 4 days have passed since we've been attacked by Haruhiko. But there have been no developments in the case.
で、どうする？
Now Takeru's tired, I guess.
おい、聞いてんのかよ、宮代。
聞いてるよ。これからの新聞部の方向性だろ。
ったく、分かってんならそう言えよ。ボケーっと窓の外なんか見て、気の抜けたあくびしやがって。
I was bored. Uh-oh. That's actually a bad thing. You know, once Takeru gets bored, that's when the killings got ramp up, you know? That's what Seriko's whole purpose is. To, like, you know, give Takeru a purpose. If he's bored, well, it's time to start some destructions. It had been a month and a half since the Don't Look at Me case. So much had happened, and then everything had suddenly come to a halt. I wasn't sure how to handle all this peace and quiet. Part of me was hoping there'd be some new development, and part of me was thinking that maybe this was just how it was going to come to an end.
まあ、女帝との約束もあんだろうし、しょうがないっちゃしょうがないんだろうけどさ。
別にそういうんじゃないよ。ただ何も起きなければ動きようがないってだけだ。
In fact, the whole madness with the sumo stickers was starting to recede as well. Who's the next victim, by the way? I mean, Yui, I think it was Yui? Was it Yui? No, it was Riko actually. Riko died first, technically, and then Yui. Then no, technically. That's how it was in the first ending route or whatever. But it might turn differently because the original plan wasn't actually to kill Riko early or even to kill Yui early. It was actually to, I think, kill Aramura, I think? Or maybe someone else? I'm not sure. Or maybe, no, it was not Aramura. It was, It was the little girl Uki, I think. Uki was supposed to die, but well, we'll see, I guess. According to Sarika, all the stickers that had been covering the city had been removed when she'd gone to town yesterday. Oh, okay. Was it mentioned that before? I was thinking, yeah, before, for some reason. You know, there was like a bunch of stickers everywhere, then we ran away from them and everything. That's how we met Rico, and yet later on, it wasn't really all that touched upon whether or not the stickers were still there, but maybe it was. Maybe I missed that detail. Because I was thinking, like, you know, how can, like, any of the Giggle Maniacs walk around, you know, outside if the stickers were still there, but I guess they were taken down. The government must have taken them down or something. Since just seeing them was enough to make me sick, I was pretty glad, but... I looked down at the window, or looked down out the window, and saw an unusual pairing.
どうした？いや。
ああ、なんだ。有村に和樹か。
珍しい組み合わせだなと思ってさ。
確かにな。でもこの前のことあっただろう。ほら、有村の勢いに思わず和樹がって。
When Kazuki had talked, huh?
そういや、あれはさすがの僕も驚いたな。なんだって初めてのことだったから。
だな。今まで笑い声は聞いたことあっても、喋ってるところなんて聞いたことなかったし。
Almura and Kazuki were talking happily, but from here I couldn't hear what they were saying, and from the look of it, Almura was doing all the talking and Kazuki was just shaking and nodding her head. But she didn't seem upset or bothered at all.
そういや最近仲いいじゃないか。有村と。
は
ぁ？ What was he talking about?
だってこの前も放課後に二人で楽しそうにしてたって聞いたぞ。
Sarika must have told him. God, where did she get these ideas?
別に特別仲がいいってわけじゃない。ただ有村はほら、言ってみれば同類みたいなもんだろ。だからそれなりに話したってする。その程度だ。
なんだよそれ。もったいねえな。
もったいないって何かだよ。
知らねえの？有村ってあいつ結構人気あんだぜ。
人気？人気って要するに男子の間でってことか。
だってほら見ろよ。見てくれだってまあそこそこレベル高えし、誰とでも明るく接するタイプじゃん。
Well, she's as pretty looking as all of the main waifus of any kind of, like, you know, harem game, because that's how you market them. You know, that's how you market the characters.
それはあいつの能力が。
そんなのはどうだっていいんだって。みんな知らねえんだからさ。要は受け取る方がどう受け取るかってことだろ。
That made sense, maybe. Arumuro was trying to avoid making enemies, but on the other hand, that meant making friends.
にしても、お前ほんとそういうの疎いよな。それでよく人のこと情弱だなんだ言うぜ。まったく。
あのな伊藤、勘違いしているようだから一石ぶってやろうか。言っておくけど、誰かが人気だとか誰と誰が付き合ってるとかそうした情報なんてこの壁宝学園というほんの小さなコミュニティ内での些細でどうでもいい情報でしかない。そんなこと知っていたところで真の状況とは言えないし、ましてや物事の真実を見極めるような大舞台は待っていないぞ。せいぜいがギャルゲーの中での親友ポジション止まりだ。
All that does is make you the best friend in the visual novel. Yes, of course.
誰がギャルゲーの親友キャラだ？誰が？
Or at least, well, they're using the word, because I'm hearing, they're not saying visual novel, but they're saying gal game, you know? Gal game in particular are the ones where you are, like, romancing a particular waifu, and that's actually the whole point of the game, actually.
さっきのお前の発言なんてそのものじゃないか。
言われてみりゃ、確かにそんな発言だったような気がしてきた。
I mean, in a way, they're trying to, like, you know, I mean, this visual novel is trying to be self-aware, I guess, and break the fourth wall, but really they're not, doing much to subvert that. I mean, there's obviously the murder mystery of it all and the whole superpower thing, but otherwise it really is kind of like a god game. More of like it plays that trope straight, actually.
授業始まるぞ。
At least, well, it seems like so far. I don't know. Maybe it'll be because I'm thinking like probably what's gonna happen is that we're gonna, get along with Arumura, and then we get an ending of Arumura, but maybe it'll be different, maybe it'll be different from what I'm imagining, but who knows. Ito looked really depressed for some reason. I tried to cheer him up, then looked back out the window. Arumura and Kazuki were gone.
タク、今日は部活あるの？
Saruka came by as soon as school was over.
特に何をするってのもないけど、一応部室には行こうと思ってる。それにしてもお前早いな。
お？うん。今日はなんか授業が早く終わったから。
まあいいや。それじゃあ部室に。
チャオース
Chaosu! It's out of nowhere, like a storm. Now it was Arumura's turn to barge in. She opened the door as energetic as ever, and that music always plays, by the way, when she comes in. Is that her theme, I guess? That's just her theme. At the same time, the whole class started to stir.
おい、あれ有村ひなえだろ？2年の。
本当だ。俺、ああいう裏表なさそうな元気な子って好みなんだけど。
Yes, the super Genki girl.
つうか、うちのクラスに何の用だ？
宮代先輩は、あ、いたいた。
Everyone was surprised to see her walk straight over to me.
はあ、嘘マジで。
It really is just playing out like a comedy romance anime.
なんで宮代みたいなやつのとこに。
When did we get to the killing, by the way? I mean, so far in this route, it's been pretty, I mean, it's probably because of the positive illusions. I'm not picking any negative illusions, so that's probably why as well.
宮代先輩、チャオス。
Oh well. I have to pick positive illusions. Otherwise, I won't get the correct ending anyway. Woo! What Ito had been saying was evidently true. I could feel all the boys in the class glaring at me. It kind of made me feel superior, apparently.
あ、セリも来てたんだ。チャオス。チャオス。
At some point, Serika has started copying Adama's greeting.
ところで有村までどうしたんだよ、わざわざ。
やだな。私がここに来る理由なんて一つしかないじゃないですか。
One reason? It was to confess her love. Amazing. Trigger on.
タクル王子、お迎えに上がりました。
What?
王子
What was she talking about?
やはり記憶をなくされてしまっているのですね。では仕方ありません。説明なら私がするよ、タク。
おのえ。
実は今まで黙っていたけど、私たちは地球より360万光年離れた惑星ギガローマからやってきた宇宙人なんだよ。
I guess the whole alien thing again.
そしてタク、あなたも。
僕が宇宙人？
そう、惑星ギガローマは6つの王国に分かれています。そのうち5つの国は女系国家、そして唯一男性がいる国がタクル王子、あなたの国なのです。
Of course it is.
クルスまで何言ってるんだ。大丈夫か？気は確かか？
信じられないのも無理ないよね。でもこれは事実なんだよ。
Mio's here as well, obviously. Even Kunasato. Wait, that's not what Kunosato's personality is like. What's going on here?
私たちはね、それぞれの国のお姫様で、あなたの妃の座を射止めるために留学先であるこの国へとやってきたの。けれどタクル王子、あなたはこの星へやってきた時に
この町で起きた地震に巻き込まれ記憶をなくしちゃってたんだよ。
ちょっと待て、唐突すぎてついていけないんだけど。
私たちはみんなあなたの記憶が戻るまで待っていたわ。けどそれももう限界。そろそろ相手を決めてもらわなきゃ。私たちの国がギガローマの星そのものが消滅してしまうかもしれないの。
It was a harem anime all
タク
along.
ル王子、私と結婚してほしいかも。
和樹、お前もか？
私だって結婚したいです。
That's illegal.
山添まで。
FBI open up.
分かっていただけましたか、タクル王子。分かったのなら私をあなたの将来のパートナーに、そしてその証に熱い口づけを。ちょっと待ってよ、のんちゃんだけ抜け駆けしてずるい。タクと一番仲いいのは私だもん。ねえタクは私のこと選んでくれるよね。
Well, the childhood friend never wins in the harem, so no.
いや、ちょっと待って、選ぶも何も急すぎて何が何だか。
そんな、宮代先輩は私のことが好きなはずですね。宮代先輩。
いや、
待って、その人は私のものなの。
そのキャラ違和感ひどすぎるんですけど。
私のかも。
Maybe.
いいえ、私のものです。私のタクだもん。私のです。
Again, that's illegal. Yamero.
違うわ、私のよ。私の。私のだもん。私の。私の。
Stop it. Stop it.
私の。
待って、みんなもっと落ち着いて。
There you go, that's the harem right there. Everyone was looking at me.
誰を選ぶの？
What do I do? Well, you do nothing. That was all fake. Fortunately, that was all fake. Because otherwise, I would like barf. Because I hate harem anime trope so much. At least, because I watch so much, That's why I'm so sick of it. Anyway, how stupid. A prince? What the hell is wrong with me?
先輩、聞いてます？
ここに来た理由だよな。
例の件、なんか進展あったかなって。
いや、特に進展といったものはないよ。
ありゃりゃ、そうっすか。残念。あれ？でもタク、今から部室に行くんじゃないの？
まあ、一応そのつもりだけど。じゃ
あ、ひなちゃんも一緒に行けばいいじゃん。だってタク一人じゃつまんないでしょ？
一人って尾上は来ないのか？
私は休養があったのを思い出しちゃった。
そっか。
ちなみにのんちゃんは生徒会の仕事で、しんちゃんも今日は用事があるって言ってたよ。
Come to think of it, the two of them had disappeared.
そういうわけだから、ひなちゃん、今日はタクのことお願いね。バイバーイ。セリー？
Serica left the room before anyone could stop her. What was she doing here? Just me and Naramura were left.
別に尾上の言うことは気にしなくていいぞ。なんだよ。
先輩、 忘れてません？私の能力のこと。
What was she talking about?
まあ先輩も一人で部活ってのも寂しいでしょうし、しょうがない、付き合ってあげましょう。
おい、別に僕は寂しくなんてないし、付き合ってくれとも言っていない。
Or did I actually think I'd be lonely there by myself? No, but that's...
はいはい、わかりましたわかりました。それじゃレッツゴー。
Let's go. Alamura wrapped her arm around mine and dragged me out of the classroom before I could protest any further. Seeing the jealousy in the other boys' eyes made me feel kind of good, apparently, I guess. When I got to the club room, I was surprised to see that someone was already there. Oh, there she is. She's always there, though. I don't think she goes to classes. She just plays MMOs all day. While Kazuki was playing her game like always, when she saw us, she nodded slightly.
何やってるの？また演習？演習ってそんなに面白いの？
Well, once you start, it's really hard to, like, stop, you know, any kind of MMO, because once you're invested, there's no way you're gonna delete your account anytime soon.
だから私も今度やってみようかな。
Kazuki smiled. Nani? I'd seen her laugh when she found something funny the night we stayed over for the school festival, but I'd never seen her smile so happily. Actually, she'd been talking to Aramura yesterday too.
なあ、二人ともいつの間にそんなに仲良くなったんだ。
いつって先輩も知ってるでしょ？つい最近ですよ。話してみたら意外と馬があったっていうかねえ。
Well, maybe since Kazuki didn't talk, it was easier for them to get along. Maybe they made a pretty good pair.
それにしても普段どんな話をしてるんだ？
別に普通ですよ。普通。学校であったこととか、プライベートのこととか、昔の話とか。
Our traumatic passes. It looked like Adamu's expression clouded for a second.
あ、いいじゃないですか。それより先輩、事件のこと。一応昨日の夜、例の刑事さんから連絡があったんですけど。
何か新しいことでも分かったのか？
何も進んでないっぽいです。ほんと警察って肝心な時に役に立たないですよね。
そっか。
From what Shinjo had told Aramura, the underground facility at AH Tokyo General had totally disappeared. That in itself was a big development, but it also meant that all of our clues were gone. Gone. And then there was that Yamazoi Uki girl. They were looking after her at the Frisia place, but all she did was cry. They couldn't get any information out of her, or even get her to explain who she was. Since Aramura had brought it up, I was hoping there'd be some new development. I felt a little down. I felt a little let down.
言っときますけど先輩。だからってまた色々と探り回ったりはしない方がいいですよ。それと例の能力ですけど、まさか使ったりしてませんよね。
By the way, the music that always plays with Aramura, for some reason reminds me of Disgaea, actually. There's like one particular level of Disgaea that has like a very similar theme, but anyway. These are the same instrument, I guess. How do we call this instrument? It's some kind of like synth instrument, I guess.
言われなくても大丈夫だって。
Things were calming down and we hadn't been attacked since then. But that didn't mean the case was over.
ふむふむ。どうやら本当みたいですね。じゃあ、いい子してあげます。
I knocked Aramura's hand away. You can't pat my head. You're not allowed.
やめろって。こんなことで嘘ついたってしょうがないだろ。
でも、一応念を押しとかないと。これ以上知り合いがあんな目に遭うのは嫌ですからね。
And by that, she was probably referring to Kakita. Kakita was investigating the Gigomaniac, she'd said. He suspected that some huge organization was involved, but whether they were responsible for the crimes or if it was all that high ego person, I didn't know. Either way, it was probably a good idea not to do anything until I knew.
それより先輩、いい加減連絡手段なんとかした方がいいんじゃないすか？今みたいな状態じゃ何かあった時に困るんですけど。ほら、今の私たちって一連卓勝みたいなもんじゃないっすか。
In this together, huh?
どうかしました？
別に。でも、そうだな。確かにそのうち買わなきゃなとは思ってるよ。
I couldn't stay without a phone forever. Without one, I couldn't call for help if I needed it.
よし、じゃあ買いに行きましょう。日曜日に決まり。
は？何勝手に決めてるんだよ。そもそもなんで日曜なんだ？
その方がいろいろ息抜きもできるし楽しいでしょ？
楽しいでしょって、もしかして一緒に来るつもりか？
だって私もたまには息抜きに遊びたいし。
それなら友達と遊びに行けばいいじゃないか。
先輩が言ってる友達というのが私がよく一緒にいるクラスの子たちって意味ならまっぴらごめんです。
なんで？
楽しくないんだもん。
Yeah, it probably wasn't a lot of fun if you knew when the people you were talking to were lying to you. Wait.
それって裏を返せば僕とだったら楽しいってか？
ほら、先輩は私の能力のこと分かってるじゃないっすか。それだけでこっちも気分的に楽なんですよ。
She was right. I couldn't lie if I knew she could tell when I was doing it, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to keep it up. That was exactly how I was acting around her right now. But didn't that mean she could have fun with anybody who knew about her power?
だったらせっかくだし尾上も誘って。
Suddenly, I felt a light impact on the back of my head, and then I died. I turned around and saw that Kazuki had given me a chop to the back of the head. Oh, she was the one that did the karate chop. Judo chop. Oh, so that's it.
わかったよ。和樹も連れてけって言うんだろ。
No, that's not what she's probably asking. What's going on? Well, you see, it's trying to ship you with Adamura. You know, that's the idea anyway.
じゃあ、クールスか伊藤。
Kazuki's raised fist landed straight on top of my head, and she said, "Omae wa mou shingeru." Evidently, she didn't want me to invite anyone.
じゃ、そういうことで日曜の正午に8コン内でアディオスグラッシャー。
有村？
Well, it's a date. Both Adamura and Kazuki had vanished before I had a chance to stop them. Sunday, in front of the Hachi statue. I didn't really have any plans. I wanted to see if the sumo stickers were gone too, so I didn't mind going. But shopping, just the two of us? That sounded like a date. Date? Maybe. Well, maybe, rather. Maybe. Maybe it's a date. Well, time to... Probably what Takeru's probably gonna do is, you know, look into his cool Cat Press magazines for advice. What do I do in a date?